So that first paragraph, men, your profile is almost a little more of a sales pitch resume. Not exactly, but that feel.
You want to show some stability, right? You got to show some
Yes,
stability.
both do, but it's just like, it's a little bit of a pitch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a little bit of a different kind of a pitch than the woman's profile is.
Right.
Men want to see we're not too freaky, but it's like, I mean, they want to see that we're stable too, but it's a little bit different. Women still, 21st century, but there's just stuff that is just, evolutionary brain, psychologically wired, over the centuries. Is even though we still want, it's like, please, we all have careers, and even if we're stay-at-home in any way, shape, or form, modern women who are even stay-at-home wives and mothers are incredibly involved in life. It's like they're rare. I mean, Michelle Duggar has written a book, homeschooling her kids, all these sort of things. Like, we're busy, so it's like most women have some kind of a career. So she has some financial stability herself. Even so, even if we're not planning on having children, one of the things we are biologically wired to want in a man, and part of it is, it's like Darius versus like Pam physically. She's a petite lady. You're a little bit bigger of a guy.
Yep.
We just automatically know guys are generally bigger than we are. So I just always do want someone who's a little bit protective. And it's not that, man, I'm expecting him to be protected, he's not gonna be my knight in shining armor and doing this all the time. But we just feel like a little bit more our girly femmy side. If a man's a little bit protective and displays a little bit of being good provider. Don't worry, we're not asking for exact all of your net assets on the first date, but it's that kind of a feel is something we're kind of looking for. That's just more on the unconscious mind, evolutionary side of where we're we just feel a little bit, we get to feel safe and girly. I'll be cherished. He'll treat me well, he'll treat me like a lady, even if, he's one who vacuums the living room, kind of thing. It's like, he might open the door, hopefully he does open the door, for the dates, that kind of thing. We're looking for those sort of traits a little bit in the man's profile. At the same time, men that want, they want to see that we're beautiful. Men do want to see a woman is stable, that she's financially stable, preferably too. And please, with the economy in the last few years, I've had folks where they flat out tell me, it's like, I lost my house, I lost my job, or stuff like that. So their financial position is not as stable as they would have liked it to have been. Things have changed. These are all things, doesn't mean you can't date. It's just it just means you're gonna have a different relationship. And it means you're gonna have to probably reveal some of that, not until you find out that you have chemistry, but you're gonna be revealing some of the realities of that around the fourth date of, I lost my job, I'm doing contract work now. I'm at half the income I used to have, or whatever it is, something like that, because most of us had some kind of a hit. So, and most singles are a little bit forbearing about that. But a man's profile, I will say, is a little bit more likely to need to be a little bit longer, because he's doing a little bit of that kind of a resume, kind of a feel to it. You're not have to exactly do your resume, but you're doing a little more of your resume is a little more demonstrating my financial stability and a little more about my career, without going into all of your career in a boring way. So it's that first paragraph is kind of I'm tax accountant, which some people think is, my cousin is. So it's some people might think it's really boring. But I also really love modern art. So he immediately, it's there's that three-dimensionality in the first paragraph. And so she immediately sees he's financially stable, and he's interesting, a little bit cultured. And so that kind of a little of that who I am, both men and women, who I am, some kind of shorthand, couple of sentences is your first paragraph.